everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And he'll make it across the 20. As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting, and now look at him go. 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there, 77 yards, and the Jags have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage, some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They run again with Hunt. They find some open field here. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he'll bang that one through. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. On first down, Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Fournette. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On the end around, this is Hearns. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a third down. Throwing is Bortles. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They come out here in the eye. And Bortles going to sneak it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles taking it in. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. It's going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs? I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them up to a 5-0 start. And then they hit the middle section.
Yeah, that 1-6 stretch.
I mean, that was a tough one. It was hard to believe because we watched it unfold, but we kept saying, they'll get it back together. And they did. Down the stretch, 4-0, winning by almost an average of 12 points per game that propelled them to the AFC West title.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Smith. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to let it go deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Bortles now to throw. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. They said they gained a first down, and they've been running it well all game long.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Throwing now is Bortles. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. They'll run it again with Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. Henning, and a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Ben Koyak, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On the run, it's Ware. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll run it now out of the gun, and not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands that can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
That goes for a gain of 31. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he spins away. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run for it with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
the more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcel Darius in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. They are going for it. It's Smith. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3.